warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Bunga Aulia Zahra. I am from class 3A, majoring in English Literature Department. So, in this video, I will explain how to translate a text. But before we begin, let's first understand what the translation is. So, according to Newmark, translation is the process of rendering the meaning of the text into another language while preserving its original message. Meanwhile, Catford defines translation as the replacement of textual material in one language by equivalent textual material in another language. This definition shows that translation is not just about changing words from one language to another, but about maintaining the meaning and the essence of the original text. And after understanding the definition of translation, we need to know what methods are used to translating. According to Peter Newmark, there are several methods of translation, such as word-to-word, literal, faithful, semantic, adaptation, free, idiomatic, and communicative translation. So, as you can see on the screen, this is what I want to translate from English to Indonesia. I took from a Harry Potter novel. The title is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling. The text is: in the quiet of the night, Harry lay in his bed, dreaming of a world beyond his own. He wished for adventure, and he longed for friends. When he received the letter from Hogwarts, he felt a surge of excitement that he had never known before. His heart raced as he imagined what awaited him at the magical school. For the first time, he felt truly seen and valued, as if someone recognized his existence and potential. So, this paragraph describes Harry's feeling and hopes for adventure in the wizarding world. So for simple sentence is Harry lay in his bed, and for compound sentence is he wished for adventure and he longed for friends. And for complex sentence is when he received the letter from Hogwarts, he felt a surge of excitement. The meaning is: di keheningan malam, Harry berbaring di tempat tidurnya, memimpikan dunia yang berbeda dari dunianya. Dia mendambakan petualangan dan mendambakan teman-teman. Ketika dia menerima surat dari Hogwarts, dia merasakan lonjakan kegembiraan yang belum pernah dirasakan sebelumnya. Jantungnya berdegup kencang saat membayangkan apa yang menantinya di sekolah sihir itu. Untuk pertama kalinya, ia merasa benar-benar dilihat dan dihargai, seolah-olah ada yang mengakui keberadaannya dan potensinya. So for this text, I used two method translation. The first one is faithful translation and the second one is literal translation. The first one is faithful translation. Why? Because the faithful translation method focused on maintaining the original meaning of the source text while keeping in mind the context. In the sentence, the writer attempts to translate the ideas and emotion contained in the original text, namely Harry's sense of excitement and hope when receiving the letter from Hogwarts. For the example in text is He wished for adventure and he longed for friends. Translate to, dia mendambakan petualangan dan mendambakan teman. Here, the intended meaning is maintained, and Harry's feeling for adventure and friendship are clear. So the second one is literal translation. Why? Because literal translation is a technique where the words from the search language are translated directly into the target language without much change. Well, it doesn't always take into account idioms or cultural nuance. It can be useful for keeping information accurate. For the example in text is his heart raced as he imagined what awaited him at the magical school. Translate to, jantungnya berdegup kencang saat membayangkan apa yang menantinya di sekolah sihir itu. This sentence show the application of literal translation where the sentence structure and word choice are quite similar to the original. So the conclusion is the combination of these two methods enables translator to produce translation that are not only accurate but also rich in emotion and context, making the text more accessible and relevant to readers in the target language. Applying the right method is crucial to achieving a high quality and satisfactory translation. Okay, maybe it is enough from me. Thank you for attention. I'm sorry for many mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.